So a few months ago, I made a video to see how quick I could go from guest rank to guard rank inside of SCR. And you guys seem to absolutely love that video, currently sitting on 65,000 views and 1.2 thousand likes. And it's probably even higher since publishing this video. And it's currently my 6th most viewed SCR video and my 11th most viewed video ever on my channel. But the thing is that I couldn't spend all of my time making that video. I was trying to mix in different things like my sister's birthday, I had a funeral to go to, and it just took me a lot longer than what it needed to. So I'm going to see if I can complete this again in 24 hours. Yep. 24 hours trying to go from guest to guard rank. So a few days ago, I was playing SCR for the entire day, trying to get as much XP as I can by any means necessary, so I was on my private server. And this is a list of the trainings that were happening on that day. So my initial plan was to join this QD training at 2 PM with Dutch Vossi, and then depending on how long that took and how much XP I would have will determine if I could make the 3:30 PM DS training with Yoshi 5336. If I didn't, then I would join either the 6 PM one or the 8:30 PM one, and then join the 11 PM guard training, as I should have enough XP by then. So I waited until 8:30 AM to create my account just so it's easier for me to time myself in this challenge, which, speaking of which, we need to come up with another username. Yep. That works. 1000% not suspicious, is it? Yeah, unfortunately, Defo Not Features Gaming was too long. And with my account created, this challenge has now officially started. And just like before, we got our first rank immediately by joining the SCR group, so within a minute, I was already a TD. But with that done, it was time to join the game and get driving. But I first needed to get enough points so I could get a Willowfield route, so I kept doing the free RO45 route until I had enough points, and then I could do the Willowfield route for the rest of the day. So if you do go on to enjoy this video, then please consider liking and subscribing, which should hopefully ease the pain and suffering I'm going to endure during this challenge. But seriously, if we could get 1,000 likes, that would be fantastic, and I thank you so much. And you join me with some live commentary as we are currently entering into Layton City, and as you can see, I've got quite a few points already. I've got 28 experience, and some of you eagle-eyed viewers might have seen that my guard is currently Features Gaming. Yes, I am guarding myself, and by doing that, I've basically doubled the amount of time it would have taken me to get the points needed for a Willowfield route had I not have got a guard. So that is what I have been doing for about the previous 2 hours. I have basically been doing this route with me on my main account guarding to get that route, and as you can see as well, I've got 28 experience. I'll actually get a bit more after I need to get, I've literally been doing this with my guard, but hopefully after we have finished this route we should have a bit more XP and we should be able to, well, we're not going to be able to, but we're already halfway to getting the experience needed to get into a QD training. So we have now finished the route. There we go. We've got 42 experience and 457 points. So let's go ahead and exit to the menu, and let's go ahead and get the Willowfields to Barton route, which is 450 points. So buy the route, buy, and now what we can do is we drive and we spawn at Willowfield Station Depot, and we basically go into Willowfield, stop, terminate, despawn, and do this all over again. It's what I said, and it is one of the best ways to get points and experience inside of SCR. So we are going to be doing this for God knows how many more hours today, but it's going to be a long time, and I guess I'll just be doing this and I'll catch up with you guys in a few hours once I've made some progress and see what we need to do after that. And I thought I would just update you on what I do if I need to go AFK. This is basically it. Yeah. I just AFK at a signal desk. Obviously, I'm a private server, so I'm not, doing anything, I'm not affecting any trains, but I'm literally AFK at a signal desk. And as you can see, we're up to 94 experience already, which I would like to apologize for, because in the last clip, I said that I was halfway to getting the experience when I was only on like above 30. I meant to say halfway to getting halfway to the points needed for the training, because you need 120. So I do apologize I worded it that way, and I think my brain just got confused at being halfway to being halfway of the points, so my brain automatically thought halfway to getting the points needed for the training, which that was completely false. So I apologize about that, but I think now it is time to get back to actual driving. And now that we have 120 experience, let's go to the training tab, and firstly we need to fill out this theory quiz and then get allocated a TD training.
12 seconds later.
And now with that done, we need to wait until 2 p.m. so we can join this TD training, but for now I'm going to go ahead and do some more driving so we can get some more XP in the meantime. So it's been a few hours since I last recorded a bit of this video, and as you can see, the training session is going to be opening soon, but before we do that, I want to show you something cool. So this is my profile on the SCR Hub, and just to sort of prove that I have been playing this itself, as you can see, I've got 220 experience, obviously, which is, you need 120 for the TD thing. Obviously the points doesn't really matter. Total playtime 239 minutes. And also, if you don't believe me, I've driven 40.7 miles. I've stopped at 230 stations, and my driving time is 98.3 minutes. And if we go to my preferred routes, as you can see, I've done RO32, which is the Willowfield route of stopping at it and then, doing the thing 137 times. So if that doesn't prove that I've actually been doing this challenge properly, I don't know what does. The only thing it doesn't show is the day that I started this challenge, so I guess that's up to your interpretation, but I can promise you I am doing this all on the same day. But with that being said, let's keep refreshing the training tab until I can join this training session. So as you can see, we are in the training. I was able to get in, and as you can see, there is a lot of people, but as I spawned in, there wasn't really that many people sat down, so I don't know how long this will take, but as you can see, there is quite a lot of people, as you can see. And originally I thought that this wasn't going to take that long, because obviously as I'm recording this video, it is school time, and there was a lot of people when I was actually spawned in but not sat down. So I think most of them did join basically as the server was basically as the server opened. And obviously you saw at the start I wasn't assigned this training, I was assigned one for next week. So yeah, that is the only thing that that I wasn't able to get. And I mean, I'm sure that there were a few assigned trainings at least, but I wasn't assigned this current one. Because obviously I want to do it in one day, so I just joined the server when it opened. I'm hoping that this goes pretty quick to potentially try and make the 331, but I don't think I will, because as you saw before I got into this training, I only have 200 and whatever XP it said, and that's obviously not enough for the dispatcher training you need. I think it's 360, so I don't have enough experience to get into the dispatching session should I have it anyway. So yeah, it might have to be the 6 p.m. one or the 8:30 p.m. one instead, but yeah, I'm gonna have to wait here and wait for my turn to be trained, and hopefully it doesn't take that long. But honestly, what the hell is he doing? I've just checked on the Discord, there's 43 trainees in the session. There's 43. This could take some time. I've honestly been waiting here for so long. Look how many trainees that there are left. There's not that many more to go, and I still haven't been called up yet. How much longer am I going to be waiting for? Even just looking in the player list, like... I'm literally going to be like the last one trained. I just know it now. I'm going to be the last one trained. Hey, Dutch Bossy, please change into the driver role. Spawn at Route A at Depot A1 now and drive until the end of the route. I can do that for sure. Finally, about time. I'm literally like the fourth to last person to to drive this, honestly. Right, spawn at A1 and drive until the end of the route. I can do that, mate. Absolutely no problem at all. I'll probably just cut this out because you guys have seen this plenty of times before. You honestly don't need to see this. So this is the training that I failed, so you all probably want to know what I did, so I'm going to explain. So I knew going into Green Slate that the speed dropped from 75 to 30 to 15. I saw ahead the advanced warning indicator board warning the driver of the speed limit change, so I started to slow down gradually. Dutch Fossey must have interpreted this as me taking action due to the preliminary caution, which isn't the case. I was slowing down due to the advanced warning indicator board. Yes, granted I may have started slowing down a bit earlier than I needed to since I had to zoom in to see the board, but with the current driving system for SCR, I don't trust the distance of the advanced warning indicator board to be enough time for the train to slow down to the required speed. And so that is why I failed, and I thank anyone who has only watched this video to see this part. Wait, what? I was slowing down because there was a 45 speed limit. Wait, what? I was slowing down due to the 45 warning limit. Wait, what? If you feel unfairly assessed, create a ticket and ticket info. Well, yeah, I think I was. I'm fairly sure I was. Well, in the meantime, I'm going to sit on a signaling desk so I can get some XP, but honestly, that is surely not. Surely not. I mean, I was well within my right to start slowing down where I was, surely. Well, I think one thing that's clear, though, is that I haven't got enough XP to even remotely think about attending the dispatcher training at 3:30, so I guess that sort of eases the pain, as there's another TD training with Dutch Vossi again at 4, so hopefully I can join that one and at least pass it. But that was so strict on slowing down. Like, I don't trust the distance between those speed boards, because I'm fairly sure I've done it a few times, literally when I started this, and I only just around got to underneath, the speed limit when I was doing the boards before, and it was going towards the terminus station as well. I mean, yes, it was probably a bit earlier than maybe anticipated, but even still, I'm approaching a terminus station. I was being careful, but honestly, if that's what it is, then next time I might as well just go into the buffer and pass it, But at least I just have to try and go into the TD training at 4 and see if I can pass that one, and then try and get into one of the dispatch trainings at either 6 or 8:30 and just try and do that. But honestly, is this weird in saying that I think out of all of the 3 trainings that you have to do in the game, driving is the hardest now? With the new driving mechanic, driving is actually for me the hardest. The hardest one now. To me, it feels like the hardest one. A thought's actually just occurred to me as I'm here AFKing. I don't know if I'm going to get this thing done in time, because if I'm taking 50 minutes to be trained like I was in the last one, I'm not going to get enough XP, because at the moment I'm only on 283 and we've got 15 minutes left until the training. And then if it takes 50 minutes, then it's going to be well, if the training's at 4:50, and then the DS training, the first one is at 6. I mean, yes, I can wait until the 8:30 one, but then at the same time, if I'm waiting for 50 minutes in the DS training, that's going to be 10 to 10 at night, so then I only have another 70 minutes to AFK to get the, enough XP for the guard training. So I'm in a bit of a dilemma at the moment, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this in time. So yeah, I did say at the start I was going to try and do this by any means necessary, which is why I am AFKing at a signaling desk, but I don't think I'm going to have enough time to do this, but we'll just have to try and, and keep AFKing and just seeing if we do. Right, round 2, here we go. Let's try and not make the same mistake and spawn as a driver. Let's spawn as a passenger at the briefing station. There we go. We actually got it fine this time, and I'm one of the first people in. So let's see if I can pass this. And it seems like Dutch Vossi isn't doing the same animation that he was doing last time. I mean, I could tell him, "Are you not doing your animation?" He actually did it. That's hilarious, that. And there is 46 trainees in this training, so it shouldn't actually in theory take as long, because there's 3 assessors now other than 2 that we had in the last one. So hopefully it shouldn't take A, that long, and B, hopefully I'm not the 5th to final one to be trained. I hope, at least. I've basically been called up immediately. Right, Eternal, I need to spawn on route D2. Okay, I was not expecting to literally be called up straight away. Right, let's go ahead and, I mean, it's not the same person, but yeah, right, route D2, and drive until green. I mean, it always is green slate, isn't it? Right, let's go and impress them, get this done, and then I can get back to being AFK on the signal desk. As per usual. Right, here we go then. Here we go. It seems like Dutch made a mistake. You can spawn at route D1. Okay. I think I'm doing the right thing. Am I doing the right thing? Continue with the training. Okay, cool. That was so strange. I had no idea if I was doing the right thing. I've done everything pretty much flawlessly, so let's not slow down now until we get closer to the thing. So I can see the warning board there, but I don't need to start slowing down now. So I can now see the triangular circle board, so I'm going to start slowing down now to 30, because that is what the speed drops down to, and then obviously it drops down to 15 as we get further into the thing. So we actually slowed down quite enough there. I actually thought, I didn't think we had enough time and distance to do that, to be honest, but okay. Further signal turns to the right, so we're going to be turning to the right here, and then we'll slow down to 15 as we get closer to the station, and make sure that we don't hit into the buffer, because that would not be good. So let's go into external mode now, because I feel like I can stop better at the buffer in external mode, down at 15 mile an hour though, and hopefully when we get the stop right, we should be able to get our results, and hopefully we will have passed TD finally. So let's go ahead and stop it there. Nice. Slight overshoot with the car marker though, but we need to go to the buffer anyway. But let's see, have we passed? I mean, I haven't been given the fail message yet, so hey, finally, thank you so much. And yeah, I can now go ahead and get back to AFKing on the signal desk. And now that we have enough experience for the dispatcher training and we are also a QD, we can now go through the theory quiz that we need to complete, and then we should be able to get into a dispatcher training.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
And with that now done, we can now join a dispatcher training, but I'm not going to join this one. I'm going to join the one at 8:30 because I need food. Okay, so it is now nearly 8:30, and as you can see, I am about to join the DS session with Agent Haku. I think that's how you pronounce his name. So obviously it's starting in 4 minutes, so I'm going to be sat here trying to get this, but in the meantime we are on 520 experience, so all we need to do after this is just a bit more signaling. But what I think I might do is I might do driving for basically the remaining of the time between me passing, well hopefully passing, I don't know, the DS session to the guarding session, which is obviously 11 PM, to at least try and put at least some effort into it, because obviously I've just been AFKing at the signaling desk all afternoon. So that is what I am going to do after I get into the DS session and pass it, and yeah, then we just have to wait until the guarding training. Right, let's see, does that get me in? It's doing the loading thing. Okay, we're in, and there is quite a lot, and I'm literally the third person in, so hopefully that should mean that we do get trained in the first bunch, but I literally have no idea. But let's spawn as a passenger, and we will spawn in the briefing area, take a seat, and we'll get ready. We have once again another avatar doing a very weird animation. But we just have to wait here and get ready to do our assessment when we are called up. There is literally only 11 people in this training session, so it really shouldn't take that long. I mean, I don't know if that is because I've literally already been called up. I literally don't know if it's because there's literally only like, you know, that there's literally only like a few trainers, but I don't know. Anyway, I need to spawn as a dispatcher at Ellesmere Pond B, and it will begin as soon as I spawn. Okay, here we go. Oh my god. Right, turn off the training UI because we don't need it, and let's get ready to dispatch this train. So we were told that the guard will be on the second train, so I guess that's good. So I'll stand roughly at the back and I'll press TRTS and get ready to dispatch. Obviously the signal is red at the moment, so we'll wait for that to change. And again, I think I might just cut this out as well because you guys have seen this before. All right, final procedure. They will show the torch, get into the train, and off they go, and then we will get informed of our results. Now I'm literally just going to have my hands literally here, not to have any sort of, you know, any way I can possibly mess this up, because I'm pretty sure I've done everything flawlessly. I mean, I'll move the camera, but that's as much as I feel safe doing. Have I passed? Congrats, you passed. Yay, if you ever want a refresher, feel free to reread the guide in the training tab. Please leave the server, you'll be ranked shortly. Thank you. And now we wait for guard training. I will tell you one thing, it feels a lot different doing this now at night time compared to when I was doing it this morning. Man, this looks different. Oh my god, how am I speeding? It's been that long that I've literally forgotten how to do this route. And now that we have 540 experience, let's go ahead and do the theory quiz from DS to guard.
5 minutes later.
And now with that completed, we just need to wait for 2 hours for this 11 PM guarding assessment to open. Okay, so it is approaching 11 PM and the training is going to open in 3 minutes, so we need to wait here and wait to be assessed. And as you can tell, I have to be super quiet because, like I said, it is 11 PM, so I need to keep my voice down low. Right, here we go. Have we gone into the training? Yes, we have. Awesome. Okay. Wait, since when was Optimistic doing this training? Wait, okay, that is interesting. I had no idea he was doing this. Honestly though, what are the chances of that though? Optimistic literally being a co-host in this session. Honestly, imagine if he trains me. There is literally 4 people in this training and 3 supervisors. This could literally be over in like 10 minutes. Okay, I have been given my thing. Spawn as a guard at a Ellesmere Pond and wait for the train. Okie dokie. So I need to go into the guarding role. There we go. And A Ellesmere Pond. There we no, that's B. A Ellesmere Pond. Stand up, so be sure to focus on the game and nothing else. Got it. Cool. And just like the previous 2 trainings, I think I'll just cut this out and just cut to when I get my result, I guess. Look who's dispatching. Oh, how good is this gonna go? I literally have no idea. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and close the local door. Buzz. And let's see. We've passed. Challenge over. Yay. Oh, I've passed. Thank you. Oh, hi. I need to sleep now. I'll go to sleep and I'll catch you at some other time to give you a full summary of that, but yeah. I need sleep now. And after a good sleep, let's break down the total time it took me to go from guest to guard rank in SCR. So again, I created my account at 8:30 in the morning and within a minute I was already a TD just by joining the group. And then I did some driving to get enough XP for the driver training, which unfortunately I did fail the first one, but I passed the second one no problem. And so officially I became a qualified driver at 16:27 or 4:27 PM, which is just under 8 hours from creating my account. Dispatcher went fine as well after grinding a bit more to get more XP, and I joined the 8:30 PM one, and I officially became a dispatcher at 20:45 or 8:45 PM, so 12 hours and 15 minutes after I created my account. And then I joined the guard training at 11 PM because that was the closest one that I could do, and passed that fine at 23:18 or 11:18 PM. So it took me exactly 14 hours, 48 minutes and 49 seconds exactly to go from creating my account as a guest to guard rank. And I honestly think that you can do this even quicker if you were to AFK on a signaling desk on a private server for the entire day, but it also just depends on training times too. Like you saw with me, it's not a case of getting the XP required to then become that role. You need to wait for a training to attend and get trained that way. And if you fail that training, like what happened with me in the first driver one, then you need to wait for the next one after that. Which luckily for me, it was literally 2 hours after the previous one. So would I do this again? Not in the near future. And of course, if I am to pass either SSG or SGD that are currently in the manager reading status as of recording this, I don't even think I'll even be allowed to. But was it fun? I guess, sort of, yeah. Of course, it's not the most entertaining thing in the world, but it was fun completing this challenge. And I hope that same enjoyment carried through the video, so if you did enjoy this video, then please make sure to leave a like to ease the amount of pain I underwent during this video. And please make sure to subscribe too. If we could get to 25,000 subscribers by the end of the year, that would be amazing. It's completely free and you can always change your mind later. And thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one, but until then, take care and peace out, and as always, stay fetchy.